Yeah. So Zikhona Sona of Newsroom Africa went to go and find Tintswalo that the president was telling us about. A great story that the president was telling us about that ignites the hope that the ANC have installed in the people, that the born free generation. He says those people are living a better life today compared to apartheid days. And he made an example about Tintswalo. You can trust journalists to go and look for Tintswalo, and this is what they came up with.
So we went to Shawela. I spent 2 days there speaking to young people, not necessarily looking for a Tintswalo, but we spoke to even a young woman, 20 years old, matriculated last year, feeling very hopeless, feeling, she even asked during my chat with her, I even asked myself, why did I complete matric? Because life never prepared me for how it's going to be after matric. Going through schooling with all those rules and people telling you, finish matric, then there's another step. Yeah. But for her, there is no next step right now. And it's only because her parents don't have the means to take her to university. So these 30-year-olds or youth in some communities are feeling hopeless, yeah, or they are clinging on to hope that tomorrow may be better than yesterday. We did manage to find Tintswalo. She is 30 years old. She was born in 1993, unemployed. And we even went to church with her because her spirituality and the way her church and her church leaders are encouraging her to remain positive despite her feeling that everything is against her. Yeah. She has never worked a single day in her life despite having studied beyond matric. She says, I apply for jobs, but I don't get called for interviews.
Well, let's take a look at exactly what Zikhona Tshona has put together for us.
Tintswalo, democracy's child.
Tintswalo is a Xitsonga name, the meaning of which is grace.
Tintswalo I munhu wa hi xichanga xa ka hina kumbe Xitsonga xa ka hina loyi wa dziwa ku thavito ku Tintswalo I munhu wo rhula I munhu wa respect I munhu loyi a nga na xichavo.
This is Tintswalo Phazane, a 30-year-old from Shawela, Soweto. After matric, she completed a policing diploma, but she has not worked a day in her life.
Vutomi bya mina byi le ku tikinyana ku a ni tirhi a ku na laha ni tirhaka kona from ni dyondze tidyondzo ta mina a ni tirhi ka nkarhi wa sweswiwa ni va ni lo tshama swi ni twisa ku vava ngopfu most ka loko ni ta va ni dyondzi xikolo ni nga ri ku tirheni ni twa ka mina swi ri difficult because a ni tirhi mara ni dyondzini mara na swi vona ku a swi pfuni nchumu loko ni apply kun'wana ka ti-interview even le phoseni ni tshame ni apply sweswi ni nga ni apply ra vunharhu.
Also in Shawela, we met 20-year-old Nkensani Malungani, who completed her matric last year. She was hoping to study towards a degree in business management this year, but it was not to be.
It hit me hard. It hit me hardcore. Yeah, I have to.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva. Mr. King 053, Mr. Easy Imali, Enengi. And we're back at it again with another one. Now, the State of the Nation address came and passed. And one of the stories that the president told us about was a beautiful story about a young lady by the name of Tintswalo, and how Tintswalo was born in a house that has electricity, water, and how Tintswalo studied for free and went to school that had a feeding scheme. Tintswalo is passed in the matric, and Tintswalo is working. Well, apparently it's not true. Now, I'm not sure if this is exactly the Tintswalo that they are speaking about, that the president was speaking about. So pardon me for that one. I'm just going off the video I have seen here of Zikhona. Zikhona, one of my favorite journalists in South Africa, a true journalist. This woman is really. She's one that must be commended for the beautiful work that she does, and of course she has won multiple awards for that. Now, this democratic children, or children that were born in the democratic South Africa, I'm a 1994 going up. Yo. First of all, these children have got no political sense of direction, because we, the 80s and the 70s, have failed these children. We, the 80s and the 70s, the 60s and the 50s and the 40s did not fail us. They tried to install some type of political direction in our minds. But we, the 80s and the 70s, most of us who give birth to these 90s children, have failed these children, have failed them. They have got no Africa agenda direction. You ask them about how many countries are in Africa, they don't know. You ask them about presidents of other countries, name 3 other presidents from Africa, except for the South African one, they wouldn't name 2. You understand what I'm saying? Which president of which country, an African country, recently passed away? They don't know. Which country? Well, they wouldn't know which country has got the biggest minerals. And we have to speak about this because the DRC, Congo, is continuously under attack from Rwanda and Uganda, attacking the people there in the east, and nobody's saying anything. And I'm sure you have seen somewhere in social media where they are doing this. They say they're saying people are silent because of the killings that is happening in the DRC. I mean, 6.1 million people displaced. You know what is 6.1 million people? Botswana does not have 6.1 million people. Namibia does not have 6.1 million people. Lesotho, Swaziland, they don't have 6.1 million people, the whole country. That's how many people were taken out of their homes, and over 1 million people killed. This war has started, I think, in 1993, when the Tutsis and it was a tribal war in the beginning. You understand? And it then escalated to other people joining Uganda fighting the DRC, the tribal war there. But at the bottom of the story is that there's minerals that they are fighting for. That's why you see the UK and the US sending their armies supporting Uganda to fight the DRC. But anyway, I'm not here to speak about that one. That's a different topic. These children have got no hope for jobs. They have to run to sugar daddies. They have to then run to the nightlife, the club life, and that's why you see our children, the social media generation, who all they know is to party. And you ask yourself, what is wrong with these children? It's because we don't give these children an alternative. What is the alternative we are giving these children? We are continuously motivating them to be, how do I say it? Artists. Let me just say it like that, because we know that the white people know. That's why the white people will reward artists and athletes. People who do sports. They will make them rich so that they can attract more black people, while they are stealing and manipulating our currency on the side. We are not involved economically. We are not moving technology wise. We are always behind. But we've got the minerals, we've got the mines. The most cleverest people are here in Africa. So I don't understand what is going on. I'm disappointed that the ANC, and I've always said this, the ANC have got a problem with documenting their stories properly. It's not like there isn't a Tintswalo out there somewhere. There is. I'm sure there is. But they don't know how to fight back with the social media platforms. You understand what I'm saying? And that's my biggest problem with the ANC, that they don't know how to strategize their narrative, the narrative that is in social media, and especially in mainstream media, that paints the ANC bad. They don't know how to fight it. Now, Zikhona, Tshona, they are going out and calling the president of the country, you are a liar. We found Tintswalo. Tintswalo is unemployed. Tintswalo has never worked in her life. You understand what I'm saying? Tintswalo has never worked in her life. You had a State of Nation address. It's time for the ANC to go out and say, no, here's Tintswalo. Even if it's not Tintswalo, here's a young girl who is now who was born in 1994, 1993, born free generation, and this is the success that they had throughout the ANC. They're not gonna do that. They're always procrastinating and not doing the right things. Oh my goodness, Jesus, you know. So what is the hope if the whole State of Nation address was a pure lie, a pure joke? Other people are calling it a comedy show. You understand what I'm saying? A comedy show. They are laughing. They are laughing at us. And remember, as a Pan-Africanist, even if the ANC lose, we as black people lose, all of us. As a Pan-Africanist, when they laugh at those, they are laughing at us. I mean, the overseas people. They don't know, they don't care about ANC and what. They're just saying the black government. And we are the black government. Because we voted these people in power. Now they are questioning our intelligence. Like, how can these people vote the ANC in power? Huh? How many times must these people tell you that ESCOM is going to be fixed, and then the next week stage 6 comes? How many times? How many times? My goodness. Yeah. I'm very disappointed with this Tintswalo story. Very disheartened, actually, is the right word, because where is our children going to run to? Where is our children going to run to? If the president can just stand there in front of us with a straight face and lie to us.
You know, Sir Ramaphosa, I got a lot of time for him, as you may by now know. But he can lie to you with a straight face. He can lie to you with a straight nose.